All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at the Southern Oregon Speedway located in White City, Oregon. And this is gonna be night number 2 of their Western Sprint Tour weekend at this racetrack. Welcome back to today's video. Yesterday, we came up 2 spots short of winning. Our goal being parked on the front stretch at the end of the night with a trophy and a check. And as usual, we are back for another night of racing and to achieve that goal. Looking at the surface, they have been prepping it all morning and afternoon long, and it looks beautiful. It's all fluffed up right now, got a little bit of water in it. I think it will roll in smoothly, and hopefully we can see multiple lanes and grooves to use throughout the night. So we're gonna be jumping into all the action in just a little bit. I always say it, but I have to say it again. Nothing beats racing close to home, and for all the new viewers, we live about 25 minutes away. So this is as local as it gets for the 18T, and I love supporting our hometown track and just seen this place be successful, and I want it to for years to come. So we're here tonight. Our goal is to win, and we are going to be getting it all started with mud pack, hot laps, and then qualifying, and we will chat after.
I have no idea why. Where am I at?
You're 6 right now out of 9 cars.
Really?
Yeah, you were in the slick the whole time.
So just wrapped up qualifying here for night number 2. I talked to you guys earlier and I said the track looked great, and I thought it was gonna hold a lot of moisture, maybe more than yesterday, but I was wrong. It got slick in a hurry, not much down low, and just started building kinda around the high side. In hot laps, we were high 12 seconds and some guys were in the 13s, which was like a second off of where we were yesterday, and then it picked up a little bit for qualifying. Only have 9 360s, light car count, and we were 6th quick, so we're not too happy about that. You probably saw we're making some changes and we're trying to find something. We were experimenting with something there in qualifying, and we're gonna kind of continue experimenting with it in the heat race. I think it's gonna work, and it's not like we're super far off. Quick time was a 12.5 and we were a 12.7, and I also didn't 100% do my job there. I was just a little low in 3 and 4. I could have carried way more speed, and I just made a stupid driver error. But overall, we're gonna keep working on making our race car better. I think we are a little conservative and we can just go way tighter than we are with how slick it is. I think we're trying to creep up on it, but I kind of feel like we need to take a bigger swing, and that's what we're doing. We're starting front row outside in our heat race. That will be up next. We need to win from the outside pole. So the second part of our night is complete. Just wrapped up the heat race, started front row outside and was able to lead all 8 laps. I was pretty disappointed with how we qualified. You know, with such a small field, even though there's good cars, like you want to be at the top of the charts. And no matter no matter if your car feels good or bad, the only way to solidify that is when you look at the results and see yourself towards the top and see your speed. So I told you guys we did another experiment. We did one for qualifying and we actually did a different one for the heat race. And experiment number 2 was much smoother and I actually feel way more confident in our race car. This was the first time all weekend where I felt like I had a lot of grip on the high side and I was able to get through the slick smoothly and not really spin the tires as much. So now the redraw is up next. We were able to lead all 8 laps and I feel like that heat was a little bit of a blessing in disguise because I was able to get out front and just see open track and do my thing and really work on, you know, I think I need to be a little bit smoother. This place is a tight bullring, but I was a little bit, you know, hard on the wheels, so smoothing up a little bit myself, and then we're gonna just kind of now fine tune what we're working with on the race car. You saw us change a couple bars there before that heat. We're trying to find our balance, and I think we have it, and now I think, as I talked about, we can just go tighter and tighter and tighter as this racetrack slickens off and slows down a little bit. So we'll see what we pull. The redraw will be up next, then we will have a dash to set us up for our starting position in the A.
6 cars for 5 laps to determine the starting positions in the first 3 rows of tonight's 30-lap main event for the Western Sprint Tour. Garen Linder, Tanner Holmes, front row. Here we go. Green flag. Garen Linder in the 22 getting out in front, but Tanner Holmes will take the high road and rail around the outside of Linder to move into the point. 3 wide for position number 2. It's Garen Linder up top, Colby Thornhill in the middle, Tyler Thompson down low. Thompson's going to hold on to 3rd as Thornhill fades back to 5th. Foiler in the 2L trying to get in front of the 19 of Thornhill, did so briefly, now trying to secure the position as he slides up in front of Thornhill. Thornhill answers back down on the bottom with 1 lap to go. Final lap of action gonna play out here as the 18T of Tanner Holmes will bring it across the line, and he's gonna be your inside pole sitter. Garen Linder will finish in 2nd. Tyler Thompson 3rd.
Tanner got a trophy.
Right where we need to be.
The harder you drove it, the tighter it got.
And the faster you were. It looked like. There wasn't anybody. You were still as fast as a heat racer, but I mean at 12.4.
Was I just pulling away from all those guys? Well, the A-main event, ladies and gentlemen, is up next. Pulled the 2 tonight. A big shout out to the kid that pulled for me. He was 3 years old. Got me the 2 by the time we traded with someone. Originally we had the 5, ended up with the 2. And early on I wasn't super happy with my car, but we made some adjustments for that heat. We were way better, and then we were even faster in the dash. I believe about 2 to 3 tenths over the rest of the field, and kind of just continued to pull away throughout the race. So now my main concern is just getting a good start. If I get a good start, I think we're gonna check out. We didn't really change a whole lot, but our experiment that we started there in the middle of the night is working great, and I'm super stoked for these 30 laps, and I actually feel very confident with where we're at. So if I do my job, there's no reason we should not be in victory lane at the end of the night. Gonna strap in, probably not gonna be a lot of lap traffic, hopefully no yellows, because I think once we spread out, as I said, I don't think they'll be able to touch the 18T.
Wild, here in White City, Tanner Holmes, Garen Linder, front row. Here we go.
told you guys at the beginning of the night what the goal was, and we were able to achieve that. Got the $2,000 check and the trophy in our trailer. Dang, this feels so good to park at Victory Lane and get another 360 win, and to do it at my hometown track, Southern Oregon Speedway. Like, I mean it when I say it means the world to me. Like, to see all the fans and everyone here, and they just show so much love to the 18T. Every single time we're announced, it don't matter if it's mud pack, hot laps, whatever, everyone just goes nuts. And so to see those people behind us and what we do, I have no words to explain it. But talk a little bit about the race. Made a huge mistake on the first lap. I told you guys all about the start. Well, I got a good start, went to the bottom, because that's what I did last night, and I thought when I was rolling around under yellow that it looked pretty good. And it was all right, but it almost felt like slimy when I got down there, and literally Logan Foiler from 4th ripped around me and was leading off of turn 1. I'm like, shoot, I just gave literally the whole race away. And luckily I recovered entering this corner. He got trapped behind a lap car. I was able to get a good slider in on him, probably maybe 7 or 8 laps it felt like into the race, and overtake him and then start to check out from there. Our car was just so good once we got rolling and finally made the right adjustments and went in the right direction. And not gonna talk too much detail about that, but I feel like we really hit on something tonight that we're gonna use for the rest of 2022. And that's just how sprint car racing is. It's finding stuff, and then eventually that feels like that doesn't work, and taking out the notebook and heading in a different direction and just figuring out what's comfortable for each surface you see each night. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Wanna give a big shout out to Southern Oregon Speedway for having the Western Sprint Tour, as well as all my sponsors, Next Gen Def, Carson Oil, ABC Powder Coating, Fast 4 Media, On-Site Screeners, Earth Environmental, Pit Stop USA, QRC, Lafarge, and everyone else that gets us to the track every single weekend. We're now gonna head home. We're gonna try to make as many notes as what we can on what made the race car go fast, and then we're gonna take on the World of Outlaws this next weekend and the weekend after that. Thank you guys so much. What a great night. Hopefully we can do it again soon, because nothing beats being parked in Victory Lane. See you all in the next one. Deuces.